Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land to the newest session of the Zodiac campaign. Now, before we jump right into the action, as per usual, we have a few short announcements that we always have to make. The first of which is our Patreon. If you want to join our fantastic community, hang out with us in our private Discord server, and participate in some of the community events, please consider jumping over to our Patreon. Have some fun. Find me on every platform under @ProDMJoey. I'm on all of them all the time, so you can just look me up and find me there. And last but not least, we still have a sub goal going on, and we are forever getting closer to that goal. We're 35, which means we're only 15 away from playing a marbles game on one of my days off. And the community, or at least one member of the community, will be allowed to troll me. Marbles. So, Wyatt, what happened last?
Last session, to start, everyone came back from the fight with Luna, and as they came back, Iblis was pretty much sitting on a couch, and they explained what was going on, how Luna was going to go get Vita back. As they were explaining that, Lucifon came in, and we pretty much tried to convince him to help us get the soul, and he's like, okay, we got all the pieces, you're gonna have to put it back together, good luck, bye. And we tried to tell him, hey, stay with us, help us out, and somebody mentioned Luna, and he got pissed and left. Ex-girlfriend problems. After that, we tried to find out who would be best at doing this because we weren't confident in Gabby's abilities, so we decided to hold the war council. We held the war council, found that we sent Mika there. Gem and Innie sent two halflings, Jack and Jill. Ares himself showed up, which was nice. War showed up, which is one of the people that's trying to destroy this realm. And I'm trying to think if anyone else showed up. Oh yes, Lucian and Imperial and everyone else in the group showed up. And they all were representing different things. I think my favorite representative was Lucian as the magic and science department. But they all showed up. We started talking about the issues at hand and how basically Zodiac screwed. And the gods didn't like that because essentially AO gave them an eviction notice. And because of this eviction notice, they would have to leave at the end of this war, or the whole planet's screwed. And they didn't, like I said, they didn't like that. Jim and Innie said, we're going to show up to the war, but we're out, and walked out immediately. We finally got down to battle plans. Ares said he'd provide an assault, and we'd go in through a back way in the mountains, where we'd use vast carbon to try to get into the city by tunneling through. We also asked Mika to contact the Kui about trying to get as much of Nobu's soul back as possible, because that is one of the options that we could use to try to kill Leo, because you need to be a champion of a god to kill a god, which none of us are. So that seems to recap most of it. War listened in on the whole council, and I don't think War was too happy about the results. And yeah.
Everybody went their separate ways. Some to go eat and feast, others to have quieted conversations behind closed doors. After Imperial and Iblis, I believe, Gabby and Imperial eat the fantastic food provided by Ares, you feel amazingly stuffed. He is a fantastic, by far the best food that you've ever experienced in either of your lives.
That's definitely some godly cooking.
Thanks. You know, I wanted that to be my first domain, but they said we needed war, you know.
Well, don't you get a second?
What?
Don't some of the gods have second domains? Oh.
Roll a religion check, Gabby.
Okay. 27.
Yes, many of the gods have second and third domains. He is actually the only one on the pantheon that only has one. And you know that they kept that a secret from him for a long time because they were frightful of what would happen if he actually had access to more power. Reasonably frightened of what would happen if Ares was able to recruit more people for his fantastic cooking.
Well, actually, most of the gods have 2 pantheons. Some even have 3.
What?
I plan on having 2 when I become a goddess.
Those cheap bastards.
Could you imagine if you had cooking too? I mean, I don't know if any of the gods have cooking. Why I know that from my religion role?
No. None of them do. That's the answer. None of them do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an open domain. I know that.
Fucking kill them. And he just starts walking out.
All right.
Lying sacks of shit. I'm gonna burn them to the ground. He just storms out of the building like that.
I'm just gonna shout after him, and what's new?
Well, Ares is on board.
Nice job.
Olton Brown? What? I don't know who that is.
He's the Good Eats guy.
I don't know. I
I
haven't watched TV in over 10 years. It's Netflix or nothing. Like,
Sorry, now just imagining like fucking middle age,
He
not for
does-
nothing, but it's Netflix or nothing.
It's God, he does another show. Anyway, never mind. Oh.
Harry starts to put on a lot of weight. But alright. He storms through the castle and leaves.
I'm gonna run after him actually.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, are you heading there now?
Yeah.
What about your plan?
Yeah, I already told you my plan. You didn't think I was a part of the plan? You're...
But wait, okay.
Hey, you want to come with me and burn everything?
I mean, you do tempt me. Where are
Watch
we going?
everything, please.
Where are we going?
Oh, I'm going to Leo. I'm gonna punch him in the schnoz.
I'm gonna punch your face.
Well, if you're coming, come on. If not, he takes one giant leap and he's soaring through the sky.
Oh, there it goes. Okay,
Off in the distance, you do hear him land and then jump again. He can't fly.
Imperial's one weakness.
Burning everything.
Is this like the Man of Steel before he learned how to fly?
I was actually
no, it's
thinking
Hulk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hulk from that one movie where he got covered in foam.
What?
do I know
He
that?
got covered in foam.
A very shitty CGI one. That doesn't narrow it down. Anyway,
Yeah, the bad one.
that doesn't narrow it down either.
Fair enough.
The first one.
So yeah, Ares is gone.
Quick recap. Didn't his plan involve him commanding his troops?
Yes.
To attack Leo, like at the main gates or whatever.
Yeah,
When
he's
we're
going
ready.
to be the frontal force attacking, and he's sending a
We're-
diversion force over on the rear side that you all are going to sneak in and past with, so that they think they actually hold off the sneak.
Remembers to bring Lucifon. We did tell him to do that.
Yeah, I think he's still doing it. I think he's just doing it now. Things got accelerated.
Where's Akui? Where's Mika and Akui? We need them.
Well,
He's on the front lines.
the portal is, or the barrier's still up. You have 2 days. But it matters if you want to just show up right before the battle, or if you want to prepare.
Well, we need to try to maneuver and talk to Vascarvin and stuff.
You'll be able to get to Vascarvin after you sneak into the mountain range. Remember? Where the circle is? You have to enter in through the X on the top into the circle where Vascarvin
Okay, I wasn't
is.
sure there was less security in the mountains. Okay.
There's a lot of security throughout the region, specifically
Alright.
from like high power magic.
We have to hug the wall so that their scouts can't see us that direction.
Yeah, on the west side.
What's say?
This is completely unrelated. But I just realized I could have made a meme about last week. But
Not
I
too
don't
late.
know how to express it.
Is Mika still here? Or did he leave?
Mika's chilling out front of the castle.
So we
So are
sent him to get a queen.
Yes,
are
Reese?
we teleportation circling down here and then make by the middle outpost and then make our way to where we need to go?
Well, that's where I was gonna ask Mika if he knew where Kane was.
So we are going to the middle outpost then for sure.
No, we're going north, near Nordis Outpost.
Yeah, I mean, are we already up here, or are we
No,
actually down?
you're still
In
in
Morian.
Morian.
Okay.
Yeah, you're all still down here. You have 2 days before the barrier is gone and the plan gets executed.
So you want me to sorry, go ahead.
Until then, no magic of any kind can pass through the barrier.
Okay. So we can teleportation circle to the one by the Nordis outpost then, right? I can cast that spell and get us over there.
Yeah.
Actually,
I
you
was,
can.
I was referring to the guy with the giant flying airship. Might be able to get us there.
To be fair, Khan doesn't know that.
Yeah, who has an airship?
Yeah, I know.
Khan
That's
doesn't
why,
have
I,
that either, yeah.
that's why I was explaining it.
I mean,
But
But
honestly,
he's
he's
also
probably
kind
fucking
of elusive.
contracted.
Who knows where he is or what he's doing?
Just send him a message, man. He always answers to me.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you just knew where he was.
And
Just good
if
friends.
the group gets together at any point, I'll tell him what Ward told me that he actually opened up to me and said, which is odd, unexpected behavior, that I asked point blank, is there any way for us to save this plane? And he said to me, change.
She
That's all he
said.
So sorry, she said to me, change. That's all she said. So
You
we
sell
do have
seashells.
hope. We just need to change the ways of the denizens of this plane.
Not if Ares is any indication.
Well, I mean,
Not a
there's
lot of change there.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to deal with that too, but he'll be a mighty distraction to say the least. We
Oh, yeah,
first need to-
speaking of, I think I just set him off. Or rather, Gabby.
I think we shouldn't just get too lost in analysis paralysis and take action.
But let's analyze analysis.
So from the teleportation circle up near Nordis Outpost, how long of a journey is it to the mountain range?
3 weeks.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
No. So, but there's still a teleportation circle by Nordis, and then there's one by Mida. So we can go to the Nordis one, do your thing, and
It's
then go to
Mida.
the Mida one, and then go. Where? How far is the Mida one?
Mida.
Mida is the name.
Okay, so how far is Mida to Leonis's fort?
1 week.
Okay, and we
From the
need to
mountain
get-
range, it is 1 week away. But you need to get to this X up here, which is a lot longer than a week. That's probably also just about 3 weeks.
But did you just say we need to be there in 2 days?
2 days is when the barrier is down and the plan gets executed.
Okay, so like we can't.
How
Let them-
familiar am I with this area?
With that territory, as of now, not very.
It's not good.
It doesn't look like you have time to go to Nordis to get your ship there.
What about Voss Carvin's area.
You can't teleport in or through the barrier until the barrier is gone. And if you use magics to teleport in to the region, even after barrier's gone, you will be immediately detected by all of Leo's forces.
So we can get there really fast, but it takes a week from the Maida. That's the problem, and we need to be effectively operational in 2 days.
Yeah.
There are solutions to this. The party is just weighing if they want to risk that.
So I have a
We
question.
give Reagan haste.
Let Reagan carry the team,
It's
literally
like a sled
and
dog.
figuratively. Now, here's my option. Okay, so if we go to Maida, how long? I know you said this, but I was like looking something up. How long is from Maida to?
You can't teleport to
Our-
Maida. You can teleport to the circle that is on the map. From there to the mountain range, closest direction is 1 week. From there to where you need to go is about 3 weeks. From the Nordis outpost teleportation circle to that same spot will also be about 3 weeks.
I'm asking if we teleport, the spell teleport,
Yes.
is that prohibited?
Into the mountain range? Yes.
Yes.
Outside of the mountain range? No.
Is Maida in the mountain range?
Maida is outside of the mountain range. Where it is completely covered in mountains is where the mountain range is.
So
And
this
Maida
entire
is
segment.
Yes.
way south to where we need to be.
This is the Maida town, but you need to be up here. The problem is Lucian doesn't know anything outside of this area.
You remember what happened last time?
How
I
long?
tried-
Wait, isn't that where like the monastery and all that was? Because close
In
to
the
Asgarden?
mountains. The monastery was in the mountains.
Literally,
Uh-huh.
like
And
a
you
couple
can't go in
mountains
there.
down.
Barrier.
Yeah.
How long would?
I know, but I'm asking after the barrier goes down.
If you
If-
teleport in, they will immediately detect you. All of Leo's forces will know you're there.
Yeah, we need to walk in.
Thing is, you're all
How-
trying to be stealthy.
How long would it take for the Zangar to get there?
The what?
The demo dragon.
Flying from here to there would take you probably a week. But you'd have to keep recasting it on yourself every time. Or
Well,
just...
I can double the duration, but yeah.
Yeah, you still
yeah.
have to keep casting it on yourself.
Well, here's the thing. If
Yeah,
it's
week
through polymorph,
A week from where we are now, or a week from the circle near.
From where you are now to that location would take about a week as the dragon. From that circle to there, maybe a few days. You might be able to push yourself if you had enough high-level spell slots. Unfortunately, you can't cash in your sorcery points for that high of spells.
How far is it? How many miles?
How many miles specifically from that place to that place?
Well, because I mean, just
probably like
theoretically,
900.
they're okay. So I could do that in 9 hours on a Phantom Steed that runs 100 miles per hour.
If it could go over every instance of difficult terrain, avoid every single city, avoid every single random encounter, avoid every single creature and everything else like that. Yes. If
every
it was a
fucking bush.
direct fly, sure, but it doesn't fly. You have to
Yeah.
maneuver things. 900 miles is a long place,
Yeah.
and, well, although it's not a threat, it will definitely slow you down.
Yeah.
I could do it.
Well, it lasts an hour, and then you have to recast it.
Oh no, but I can't do it.
It's a ritual spell.
Yeah.
So you cast it, it lasts an hour, it can run 100 miles per, unless I'm mistaken, if I recall correctly, the horse can run 100 miles.
The Phantom Steed
in
is
the hour.
incredibly fast, but it would not be able to cross all of that terrain
That's what
easily.
Misty Step is for.
Easily.
That ranger perks were about those ranger perks were about to come in handy so well, right?
Yeah,
there.
if it was a permanent steed.
I have an idea. Alright, so Iblis casts non-detection on herself and one of the casters that can do teleportation circle. You all teleport into the mountain range. and then Evelyn casts non-detection on the room, and then the second caster brings in the rest of the people.
Like to roll an Arcana check to see how that works?
Oh God, yeah.
I would like to join in on that action too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Gabby sounds perfect. Sounds perfect. Reese, go ahead.
Well, I
That's
guess
why
we
this
don't need
isn't
for me to
another
roll,
nat
but-
one.
Well, no. Please roll.
Oh, we do need. You could not do any worse.
Yeah.
Oh no, 2 + 1. Oh,
The
Jesus,
non-detection
I
would
thought you
have to
were-
be on the individual casting the spell. Depending on what type of magic they have in place to stop people from teleporting in without them discerning it, it's kind of like a net. And if something passes through the net, it will break it and people know there is a disturbance there. The individual with non-detection could get through, but everybody being teleported would have to be under non-detection.
Okay, so how is
I'm relaying this.
the other strike force getting there? Are they already in place?
You're not sure, and Ares already left.
Can someone message Ares?
Yes,
How about
someone can message
Lucian?
Ares.
Lucian and I go in there undetected. We'll talk to Vas Carvin. I'm sure she'll love me. And
Well, we can't get through the walls.
when
The
it goes
barrier's
down,
up.
we'll teleport immediately in there. We'll have everyone else at the distraction point here, outside the mountains, and we'll get Vas
think
Carvin.
The problem everyone's having is getting to that
Teleport in.
point.
Oh, why don't we just teleport there?
Because I'm not familiar with the area.
Oh.
Like, I can't just be like, I want to teleport in the middle of the desert.
Because you could.
Well,
You
Yeah, I
could.
And there's a lot of
Well-
desert.
okay, well, I mean, that's not a big deal. Reagan would be pretty familiar with that area, because with the...
The mountainside, yes. Not the open plains outside of it. That's the
Is
issue.
it that
But she
Lucian?
would have
that
had
green,
to travel
the
up
green.
there from
Well-
Mida.
Yes, but the way that you would travel, direct, and then directly into the mountain range. So you can know the area a little bit, but you were trained here and here.
Right.
Which is past the barrier.
But if I have some familiarity with it, can't...
You
That help?
maybe. You can
I mean,
Can
certainly
we
try.
describe the area to Lucian, and then Lucian teleports there?
Honestly, I think
I mean,
the best plan I can think of is we all teleportation circle up here
Hold on a moment.
near Nordis, and then it's Phantom Steed to out to here. I pick up a rock, teleportation circle myself back to the group, then teleport the group to where I picked up the rock.
Well, if you can just make a circle, can't Reese take us there?
No,
Because he
I
doesn't
can-
know it.
I can make a circle anywhere to a fixed circle.
Do you have one of those things that's really bigger on the inside?
A bag of
You
holding.
know,
Something like that?
yes, Imperial, what were you trying to say?
I have an idea.
We're all
Why
ears.
Why don't I fly over there, pick up a rock, fly back? It'll take a day.
I thought it would take a week.
Yeah, why is it taking you only a day? I hope it takes you only a day. That works.
Yeah, that works.
This
solid.
is
Did you say-
900.
Yeah.
Here is
What
going to be a
did-
lot longer. Go ahead. What's your
Wait.
idea?
No, okay. You said that, or he said that it'll take what, 7, 8, 9 hours to do his plan with the Phantom Steed under perfect condition.
Under perfect conditions, unimpeded.
To what point? Over here?
So
Somewhere
from
in this vicinity.
yeah. And also, let's just read the spell instead of theorizing without reading it.
I'm reading it.
10 feet away. Travels 10 miles in an hour, 13 miles at a fast pace.
Which is not that fast.
Oh, I didn't. I misremembered.
Yeah, it's 10 miles an hour.
I have find greater steed.
Yes, you do.
I can get
For
myself
some reason,
a
I thought it
Pegasus.
weren't
What were
like
you
that.
saying? Go ahead, Imperial.
Which one? I can get myself a Pegasus. That's 90 feet a second. I don't know how much that would be in a mile. 90 feet a round.
They're certainly fast.
Yeah, how do you translate 100 feet around flight speed to actual miles?
There's 5,280 feet in a mile.
Yeah. So wait, how many rounds is the Pegasus around for? Because 6 seconds is a round.
It's permanent.
Oh,
Yes,
it's permanent.
Yeah.
Find greater steed is permanent until dismissed.
So 900 miles, 5,280 feet, divided by what? 6 seconds. So it takes almost 800,000 rounds.
Jesus Christ.
5.8 hours. If you force the Pegasus and it doesn't die.
I can dismiss and summon a different one.
Sure could, but it could also hurt.
Yeah.
Well, like we have much of a choice here.
And we don't have to go the full 900 miles. Like, we only need to get to, like, here or something.
Oh, wait, no, I did my math very wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I
That's
thought something was off.
Yeah, that's 900 per minute, but it travels 900 feet
There's
per
camera.
minute. So 50.
Going a little more than 10 miles an hour.
About 18 hours.
That's still doable. 18 hours is within the 48-hour range. But so Imperial is gonna go with the steed and then do the circle, and then we're gonna teleport into it. Is that what we're talking about? Is gonna set up the cipher? How are we gonna get to Imperial? Are we gonna?
I'll
Imperial
He
can
would come back to us, right?
come back with a rock. Associated objects to a location are I think a near guaranteed teleport.
It helps out a lot.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. But then, if you're gonna go for 18 hours and then come back for 18 hours, that's 36 hours. But we're teleporting instantly to where we need to be, so that takes care of business right there. I guess that problem is solved.
Or we could teleportation circle to one of our teleportation circles, and I go from there, come back. That'll cut down time, I think.
It would. You wouldn't have to spend the extra 18 back. You can just 18 there, pick up your rock, and then draw your own teleportation circle and go
I don't
back.
have teleportation circle.
I have teleportation.
So you would have to bring somebody who has that.
Yeah, so I can fucking bring somebody with me.
Yeah.
You're gonna take me then, unless
Sure.
Lucien wants to go.
I'll
Or
go on a
if-
magic carpet ride. Why not?
Maybe you should.
You have a magic carpet? We could just use that.
It's a turn of phrase, Gabby.
No.
Okay, so Lucien doesn't have teleportation circle, does he?
Yeah, I do.
He does.
Okay, so but I should go then. Is that what it is? Because
It makes
Doesn't
no
really
difference which one of you goes, but you already volunteered, so for the sake of sanity, you're going.
Yes,
Alright.
Thank you.
Well, we're all gonna teleportation circle up to here.
Yes. Make sure you have
What
that
am I
much
doing?
diamond remaining.
why is
yeah,
Iblis
I
Because
got
none of
wolf?
you have been able to. That's just a token.
Mhm.
Because none of you have been able to refresh your diamonds because they are getting very scarce.
Well, it's just general gems. Doesn't have to be
Okay.
diamonds.
Imperial, let's go.
But yeah, I've got 3 uses in my bag
Okay.
left.
And how many do you have left, Reese?
So I'm gonna be riding.
How many more
Yeah.
uses of teleportation circle do you have, gem-wise?
The 50 gold worth of gem chalk to draw the circle.
Well, I probably am equipped with it too.
Yes, I'm asking how much do you have remaining? Because you can't just transmute gold into gems, and buying the gems is becoming very difficult.
Okay, I mean, teleport chalk. It says 1. I don't see.
Then you only have
Anything else?
one more available casting. It's a
Okay.
consumed product.
But all I need to do is cast it for us to get to them.
Yes,
so
I'm
that's
just letting
more
you
than
know
enough.
you only have one more use of it, and then you need more chalk to teleport again.
Are there any places where we can pick up, like the
It's
city that we're in?
incredibly scarce. At this point, you guys have used all of the resources in
Alrighty then.
Now, who knew wartime where basic revival spells cost diamonds?
Yeah.
Well, this is any gems.
Yes, but gems are valuable. They have
Yeah.
so many uses.
Well, everybody keeps saying diamonds, and it's
Yeah,
not
I
quite the
usually
same.
stick with diamonds because it's easier, but yeah,
And it's also the most common use gems.
it is
Yeah.
becoming scarce.
And I always thought, since I have like 24,000 gold, I'm not carrying 24,000 gold. I'm carrying them in diamonds for them. to
Yes,
be
but when I
easily-
told you a couple of sessions ago to purchase the thing specifically, or you don't have it, it's that.
Well, I thought only 1 was going to be enough that I could repeatedly use it. I didn't realize it was something that
It's
consumed every time.
consumed. Yeah.
Well, now I know. Okay.
Are there any
No, that's half the battle.
pearls in town?
Are there any what?
Pearls,
Pearls.
like
In a
100 gold
fishing
pieces
port.
of Pearls. Yeah. Well,
Quite possibly.
I didn't know you had a new squeeze.
Roll a investigation.
Squeeze, that's not,
Sure could,
that's not a word.
use some local guidance.
You asked me to, I will.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Help
I'll go
me
with
find
you.
these
God damn it, Wyatt, I hate you.
these gems.
Why, you son of bitch.
Martha Wayne has 21. Wait, you were being helped?
Yeah, Gabby was helping me, and she's giving me guidance.
You find 2 pearls still left in the shops.
Sweet, I'll buy those.
They are valued at 50 GP each.
All right.
My god.
It's 4 times. Difficult to get all your resources.
I got a quick question about that. So since prices of stuff are going up right now, would a gem that's normally worth like 1,000 gold be worth more?
No.
And that works for the, it's just
No.
whatever its base amount is? Okay.
Only if you wanted to buy it.
As the
Right.
as the Overlord God's decreed, gems shall always be the same value.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
when purchasing them.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you guys weren't the heroes of Morian, you would have been paying a lot more than 50 GP. But they're
Oh,
gonna
no.
help you out by making you pay what
Yeah.
it's worth.
It's a wonder how they felt about me coming back from the dead.
What about
conflicted emotions? You know.
Hey, bitch. I'm back.
is there an off chance to find a healing potion in town?
No.
Damn it.
Yeah. I mean, people could have made them during their downtimes, but nobody opted for it.
Are you hurt? I can help you.
I'm not hurt now.
You're
Oh.
left with Imperial and Gabby.
Hi.
I have 1 healing potion. But it's a supreme healing potion that Imperial gave me.
Iblis, say that out loud.
The Queen coming?
She's still on the battlefield.
What we have to find what?
I don't make her do things.
She makes you do things.
Tell her that it's the only way we're gonna defeat Leo.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Where is she on the battlefield?
Outside Mida.
Outside Nada? Okay, guess I'm going there.
How do you plan on getting there?
Lucian, you
Lucian?
teleport me and this corpse and everyone else
me.
is coming with.
Lucian, you have 3 more castings.
Yeah, I've only got 3 of these.
Well, we need one to get everyone into. Well, actually, we just need to get 2 people. We just need to get into where Vascarvin is. Anyone who talks to Vascarvin will probably have to pay a high price, but we'll be able to get Vascarvin's help, hopefully. If not, I'm kind of screwed anyways. The rest of us will wait outside that hole and send us a sending spell if it doesn't work, and tell us to just go through about it, and hopefully meet up. But we only need, what, 2? If you have 3, that's 1 extra. That 1 extra could send me and Reagan to Minor Outpost, and anyone else that wants to come, we can meet you down there. It's my favorite terrain, so I shouldn't have too much trouble getting to that area.
Here's a question, Jiro. So if you use Wish to cast any spell, is it beyond the scope of just casting the spell to cast the spell in such a way that you arrive at your destination with 100% certainty?
It will replicate the spell.
So I could use Wish to cast Teleport and arrive here without...
No, it will replicate the spell.
Yeah.
Teleport. Now, if you wish that all of you and your friends were in a very specific area, you can potentially succeed, but you know that has a lot of drawbacks, and you potentially lose.
Well, if I do
wish
that,
forever.
I'll be
fucked,
exhausted for like D4 days or something, and yeah, that's not what I want to do right now.
Option.
I was trying to replicate. I can replicate Teleportation Circle without spending any of the components.
Okay. And just real quick, Jiro, just so I understand Wish. If you use it to replicate any other spell, it doesn't have that risk of losing it forever?
No.
Okay.
That's the one benefit of using it how it's intended to be used. Using it outside of that, you can lose it forever.
Gotcha.
Basically,
So it's like something special, then you run the risk. But if it's just the normal, like, hey, I'm just replacing a spell with Wish, it's
you can
just normal. Okay.
if it's
do
just
any
minor,
magic.
yeah, if it's just minor reality bending, you're fine. But if you are actively searching for a specific outcome, so to speak, you have a risk.
Gotcha.
I.e., wishing, for example, me back from the dead.
Right.
There was a risk.
It was a risk, and he chose to take that risk, and I thank him for it.
And my personal ruling for it is any class that gets wish, you cannot forget it, you're stuck with it. You permanently lose that spell you could have known.
I am just a spell that I used to know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I've been stuck in that music genre for 5 days.
You're fine. That was just really good.
Good job.
I did it again.
It's getting back to his bardic roots.
Yep.
So while we're figuring that out, I did want to talk with I can never remember her name. Nobu's sister.
Rico.
Rico.
I remembered something.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jiro.
Rico.
I'm gonna write that down so I have it.
Yeah, you want to talk to her. She's still currently talking with War.
Okay.
So you have to wait. War is seen as much more important at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna try and like bully my way there or anything. I'm just want to make the point that I want to talk to her before we left for Maida.
So, all of you outside. Reese, or no, not Reese, sorry. Reagan, Iblis, Imperial.
Oi.
The 3 of you notice something in the sky. It's darker. In daylight. Not exactly an eclipse, you can still see the sun. It's just darker toned past the clouds.
Did Glacius ever tell us? Not Glacius. Iblis ever tell us about the demons?
Hey guys, there's demons in the sky. Again.
Sorry, what?
Hey fellas.
Again?
Again.
we dealt with it
There's
already.
what?
Probably hunger. We should leave.
Thought it was famine.
Famine, yeah.
Oh, we had a month.
I thought so too. Maybe it's just because war's here. Actually, it's almost definitely because war's here.
Are we sure it's not pestilence?
No.
No, that was the month agreement, unless they're complete dicks. In which case they're just as bad as I'm not gonna tempt fate.
Definitely because of war. Wisdom.
Lady War. Do we expect guests?
Look, we gotta get to Mida. If I gotta get bridge burners down there, and I gotta try to do the snow booth thing. If I can get any part of that weapon back, we have a chance of actually defeating this guy. Because right now, even if we go down there and fight him, we have no way of defeating him.
Yes, you do.
Reese.
Reese,
I'm
yeah,
a champion.
Reese.
but I'm not putting all my money on one person.
That's smart.
That's yeah.
And I could put Tempest in a sling and shoot it at him.
I don't
I
think that
think-
will end well for any of us, especially if Dravdar, your brother, or
The
anyone else
Murphys.
makes an appearance.
Fucking draft our yink.
The Murphy's law here is that third time is the charm, so we should have three tries at least before we go. So
So that's why we got to get to Mida yesterday. I already told the bridge burners to take off and get
Well,
to the designated
If we're doing this
positions.
flying/teleportation plan, would it be that much of a difference to go from here to here versus here to here?
I'm sorry?
Instead of going from up here, we just go from down there.
I
I
mean, you
believe
can
it's roughly
certainly.
about the same.
It's roughly the same at that point, sure, but to the point where you need to go.
Well, if we can
X.
get there within a day and then like journey another day or whatever.
You can certainly try. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Desert's my favorite terrain. Well, I'll move pretty quickly through it.
It seems like the flying is about the same distance.
Yeah.
I'm
If that's 900, then I don't know.
Gabby.
Either way, we need to start doing stuff. And we need to be by any teleportation circle, and you need to be by this specific one. So we should start putting our plans into action.
Alrighty. So walk me through it perfectly, guys. Start to finish.
But,
Alright.
okay.
We pick either one of the summoning circles or teleportation circles. A small team of Imperial and Reese go and get a rock from wherever the fuck we want to teleport to get towards the distraction.
Alright, where do we start?
Starting near Mida.
There we go. Boom. Cool. Next part.
We go to this point,
Yes.
roughly.
Using your steed.
About a
Yes.
day's march or so from where we need to be.
Roughly 13 and a half hours.
That's good enough for me. And Reese teleports us back. We give Lucian the rock. Lucian does the thing. We get a part of the army, or become a part of the army. Sneak in. And now we get into the second option. Do we continue sneaking or do we go to Vascarven? Ah, jeez.
Great success. So, do we begin?
Yes,
Or are we
please.
waiting? Or do we start right now? You guys tell me. I just run the game.
I was trying to find a query the second I got to Mida.
Well, I'm not saying you're in Mida yet. I just wanted to hear the plan start to finish to make sure everybody was on board.
Yeah,
On board.
so I'll teleport us to Mida.
Right now.
Yeah.
Reagan's
Unless-
gonna write a quick note to
Oh yeah, you're talking to her.
Riku.
Yeah.
But you don't know how long that's going to take. So you write the note.
Yeah,
Give it
and
to
then
a
I
servant.
hand it to a servant. So like 5 minutes at most.
Shin,
You write in doctor script.
draw the circle. You teleport. You appear at this outpost underneath the ground, as it originally was, with everybody else around you. Phase 1 complete. Reagan and Iblis are walking towards the Mida outpost itself, which is about a day's travel away from this location, while Imperial and Reese are Pegasusing to the open plains.
Yep.
No, they're typing in chat, Nobu, or Zen. They're typing in chat. They grabbed Nobu's bot.
Execute, execute, execute.
Yes. So, Imperial, I would like you to take the Pegasus handout. Do you have it right now?
I can grab it.
And roll a con save for the Pegasus.
I shall equip my spurs.
No.
That does not help.
Exactly, but I'm going to be a dick this entire time, so fuck you.
That's not.
You
any
be nice to your
however
Pegasus.
You are any other time.
It remembers.
Hey, I'm grumpy, not a dick. Oh, okay. You have
Yeah,
a
you're
point,
a
but
dick.
still.
You had spurs. You literally can communicate telepathically with Pegasus. You do not need to use spurs.
Hey, at this point,
Right,
it's for
please
the
roll it.
aesthetic.
Roll away.
There it is. Ah, no, cancel that.
What?
I nearly replaced my character sheet with a Pegasus.
DC on this is going to be 16.
Oh boy.
Con. I
Is there anything we can help to boost it? Dude?
Animal handling?
No. The animal will act as perfectly as Imperial wishes to talk with it. It is a companion in the truest of terms.
it's a +3. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20!
We'll take it.
So, as the two of you are flying over the terrain, Imperial and Reese, I would like perception checks from both of you.
That is going to be fun.
Still had a minor heart attack when I nearly replaced Imperial with goddamn Pegasus. Anyway, perception you said?
Sir. Okay.
Do I see it?
Oh, you see something already.
I see a fireball.
It's the combat
No.
music coming in.
No, not combat. The bad music.
Bad combat music.
Pestilence.
As the two of you are flying on a beautiful steed, here's Whimsy.
Ah, it's so
His
pretty.
name is Whimsy.
Whimsy.
It looks like my daughter, Luna.
Yes. So,
What?
My dog.
perfect.
Oh.
But anyways, as you're all flying across Imperial, you look down towards the barrier that you are passing by, and you notice there's dozens of these archways set up on the other side of the barrier. I mean dozens, as you've been traveling past at full speed.
Can I hit it with Arcana to see what they signify potentially?
If you fly over there, stop moving, and take the time to look at it, maybe.
Well, I can go dragon and take the time to look at it.
Would like?
I think this
shall.
is an important piece of information, so yes. Oh, I can just regular fly. What am I saying? Why waste the polymorph? I have wings. I'm just gonna fly.
Okay. You fly over there. I think you are faster than Whimsy, so regardless, Imperial, you are going to have to slow down. or just leave Reese there.
No plan survives contact, peeps.
So, Reese, you fly over towards the barrier, and you see these archways, which are about 30 to 40 feet away from the barrier itself, many of them hidden deeper into the forest and the mountain line. Roll an Arcana.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Imperial can fly too with the Pegasus, right?
Yes, he's flying a
That is
lot
how we're
faster.
flying.
Okay.
You stopped to look at them and examine them. That's the difference. And he's still flying, unless stated otherwise.
I'm just gonna tell you that if you don't,
Well, if you leave me in the dust, you don't have teleport.
I can still fly.
But anyways,
Okay.
you start looking at them and examining closely, and you don't really discern anything special about them. I mean, they're definitely precariously placed. They don't look naturally set in the stone, and they seem fairly new in construction. But other than that, you can't really discern any magical aspects since they're so far away.
Can I try to? Well, it's Imperial is too fast. I can't catch up to him anymore unless he comes back to me, right?
Is Reese trying to get back up?
You're faster than him.
I'm
90
faster than.
feet? You're faster than 90 feet? Pegasus is fast.
Oh, I thought you said Reese was faster, so
No.
That was a misspeaking.
okay.
No.
Okay. So,
So,
no,
yeah.
I'm not faster than.
No, you're not. So you're gonna have to play catch up to catch up. But yeah.
Do I see Reese trying to catch up?
Yes, you do.
I'll wait and then continue as soon as you get close. No, I'll wait for you to catch up.
Okay. These structures that but as soon as I catch up, I'm gonna let Imperial know that I tried to study them, but I couldn't glean much. But I don't trust it. That can jam us up down the road. I have a feeling maybe it might not be a bad idea to destroy them.
Do I see the plane that we've decided is our teleport area?
You're still a couple of you're several miles outside of that.
I'm gonna stop, turn around. I still see them, right?
Yeah.
I fly with the Pegasus towards them.
All right. You get
Yeah.
outside of them.
Can I Arcana?
Sure.
Is Reese helping?
No, you can only have two people interact with any one
yeah,
check.
I know. I'm joking.
They are magical. You can tell that they have glyphs all around them. What type of magic associated with it? The only thing you really get is the school from some of the glyphs. Conjuration.
Isn't Lucian going to be joining us here anyways? We can get him to take a look at it too, I guess. When we...
It's a couple miles away.
I mean, I don't think it's going to take that much to go back and take a look at it with Lucian when we all are together again. I don't want this to end up being a surprise if we don't treat it with the caution that it deserves. Or we can just say fuck it, and if it blows up in our faces, it blows up in our faces.
Do either of you have sending?
Nope.
Do I seem like the guy that has sent?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I
Because you
literally
could send
spent-
me a message, and then I could scry on the area.
I literally spent an hour with fucking Luna in a cage. I don't have sentiment.
Nope. Do not have it.
Well, if
Alright.
you hadn't been hit in the eyeball.
Hey, my plan was a valid strategy to not get ourselves killed.
Yeah, so why didn't you let me hold the frog so that
Let's be honest, the dice were against us.
they were in my favor? I stunned
So-
Luna twice.
These structures, like, how many of them were there, you said, and how far away from each other they are?
There are dozens of them. They are stretched across miles.
It's like a wall, is basically it's like a fence, without the actual fence itself.
Maybe?
It's a line of archways.
Okay, so let's
Push
just
on it.
do our thing, get Lucian in here, and then we'll let him know. Put our heads together, and we'll decide what we're gonna do next.
Are we where we are on the on the map? Where?
Yes. This is about, well, more like right here, but yeah.
So it's about the same amount of distance, honestly. So I'm just going to. I don't have to detect magic, do you?
Nope.
I'm gonna get about 100 feet away from these not circles. What are they
Archways?
called? Archways.
So 60 feet from the barrier.
That's probably. Wait. Okay, so the archways.
Are on
Okay,
the other
sorry.
side of the barrier.
All right.
Oh, archways are on the other side of the barriers, or structures
Yep.
that you just. Oh, I thought it was on our side. Never mind.
Yeah. To be fair, I also thought that. But hey.
Yeah, so then it changes everything. We're not gonna. We know they have something to do with the barrier. Then. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, be good.
Continue on. The idiot shall continue.
Please roll an investigation check, both of you.
Investigation check.
23.
Yeah, good luck with that. Here it comes.
1.
20.
Oh wow, I pulled it.
So both of you find a position fairly close to where you see there's already a fairly sizable force of Ares soldiers situated. They range from bugbears to loxodons to elves. They have everybody mixed in there. And all of them are holding a banner that says Stealth Force #1. And it's a literal banner.
You know, this might be the perfect amount of stupidity for them to actually buy it.
And as you look around, Ariel, you find a single rock.
Right.
But you have a situated place that, because of the shadow cast by one of the mountains, you're probably going to be safest teleporting directly. You believe that this is probably going to be fairly decent, so that people don't recognize you when you arrive, as your entire party is very, very notable in this world.
Cool. Alright, Reese. Got what we came for. Set up a circle, if you will.
Yeah, I will do so. And then we'll
Hold on. Can I roll an Arcana check to see if it's possible to trace the teleportation circle? Like, if it's possible to pick up where we put down the teleportation circle later on?
Ah, go ahead.
This should be good.
You have no idea.
Alright, go ahead, Reese.
All right, we're casting teleportation circle and getting back to the rest of the team.
So, Iblis and Reagan, you've already ran off to Mida, which is about a day's journey away.
Even in favorite terrain.
Yes, you're not impeded by doing other things while in the terrain. It doesn't make you move faster. You're just not impeded.
Okay.
So, moving faster by association.
Yeah. You can investigate, you can forage, and not be impeded. It's literally like you're walking through Victoria's Secret and picking out all of the outfits you want. And
What would be the-
instead of trying it on, you just walk over to the counter and go, it'll fit.
The point of investigating me while we're walking there.
You could be, though.
Ooh, can I try it then?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll find out if that'll happen. Oh, I forgot how terrible my investigation is. Oh, wow.
You find these very tiny little bugs that seem to be burrowing out of the ground everywhere. You almost didn't realize it because they're about the size of a roly-poly.
These ants?
What is this? An ant for an ant?
I'm starting to have like, what is that movie? One about the bugs and the soldiers and their troopers in space and stars. I know the name. I'm not saying it now.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know.
It has ships, I know that much.
I don't believe you. I don't think you know.
that's probably not. Oh, pestilence.
It has that one guy
Oh,
that was
shit.
in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh,
Neil Patrick Harris.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Was trying not to be
Phenomenal actor.
Spaceman soldiers.
He's definitely one of my top 5. He's definitely one of my top 5 favorite actors.
Reagan, not
He
to
is an
alarm
artist.
you, but pestilence is probably nearby.
I've already seen death. I'm not that worried about meeting pestilence. And actually, death told me that if we could find pestilence and persuade them to talk with us, pestilence would be the only one who would know what was eating at the heart of Ao. What would make Ao not destroy Zodiac?
I like that idea, but I am definitely feeling Nobu. But how about you go grab Gabby and I'll point you in the right direction? Can I do a survival check to just guess where these ants are amassing from or
The
something?
ground.
Well, I mean, are there more coming off from the north side, let's say, or the west there?
Sure. We'll say survival. That sounds right.
Oh, favorite terrain. Let me re-roll that. Oh.
Okay.
Thank God it had advantage.
36. All over. Very random and chaotically. There is no actual... Based off of where you saw them starting to sprout, they're spawning outwards as if it started somewhere and has been moving out in a radius. Where exactly that is, you can triangulate probably close to Tauros, but you're on the exterior of this barrier.
I'm just gonna point towards Tauros, that direction, and continue dragging Nobu's body in a sleigh. On a sled. Sled, that's a better word for it.
Well,
You're remembering the one.
Yeah.
well.
Dashing through the snow.
Whip
I
it
don't
all
know,
Gabby
the
would be
candy
good to
cane
bring
whip?
for that.
Yeah, y'all
feel
still
like-
have the whip.
I still have the whip. I never get to use it, but I
We
it.
have some time before we have to worry about that. We're concerned about.
You can use it on Leo.
I was thinking about that.
Sure.
I'll stay with you, Iblis. We'll figure this out later.
Okay. And walking.
Do you force march through the night, or do you rest and then continue?
I mean, I thought it was only taking about a day.
It is a day, yeah. A whole day.
No, I'm not forcing it.
So while the two of you pitch a tent, begin sleeping,
I don't sleep.
begin resting, Imperial and Reese both magically appear in front of Gabby and Lucian. It's only been about...
Yo.
Actually, it on a 20, yeah, it only took about 13 hours. You're fucking tired, both of you, but
All right.
You have a rock.
I have a rock.
Sweet. That was faster than we expected.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of. You know what? I'll just like minor illusion up the archways. They're like
That's.
these rows of archways on the opposite side of the barrier.
I think that's the barrier itself. They are the one. What creates the barrier is what I suspect, but don't quote me on it.
I will though.
Yeah.
I'm very quotable. That's the end of the conversation.
I'm just assuming that I cannot investigate his illusion to see what they are.
Unfortunately, not. You would have to be
Kinda like
closer
looking
to
at-
them.
It's kind of like looking at PS2 graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I those could be arches. Okay.
I see. It arches.
Oh, we're gonna pop
Polygons.
up there shortly, anyways, aren't we? You're gonna teleport us where we need to go. You can take a look then.
We are
Well-
taking a rest.
Regan and Iblis went off to Maida to try to get Nobu resurrected.
Is that
Okay.
where,
What does that mean? We have to wait for him to come back. Is that?
Maybe we should
Yes.
just start going towards them.
or that?
Yeah, we can teleport at any point. Yeah.
Well,
I used my last
Here's-
teleport circle, by the way,
yeah.
because I'm
We're,
out of.
we're all tired,
gems.
right?
Yes.
I'm familiar with Maida Outpost, correct, Jiro?
Yes.
Like I was like just there at Reagan's house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you were literally there. You literally stole food from the kitchen.
All right.
Does he still have the food?
No, his digestive tract is way better than that.
I'm a big
But
fan
did I
of.
save any? Did I save any like in my pocket? Like,
Roll
do
me
I
a
have pocket-
d20.
Do I
Let's
have
find
pocket
out.
bacon?
I have Gabby, maybe. You.
Hey, whoever. If anybody has pocket bacon from Reagan's,
I still have the
I
sale.
don't save food. I eat whatever's in front of me.
I'm a big fan of getting the band back together.
18.
So
You have
let's go.
you have some spare rice.
all right, I can teleport us to her house right now.
That'll leave you with one teleport left.
No, this will be teleport, and then we're gonna rest because everyone says they're tired, and then we can teleport when I get my 7th level spell back.
I might have to amend my statement of never entering her house again.
All right, go, gadget, go.
So roll a d100, Lucian, to see what happens when you teleport.
He rolls a 1.
Hey, you shut up!
Don't put that
Don't-
juju out there.
Don't.
Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
We all know I am an entity of curses.
75, you're successful. Or
Yeah.
70, you are successful.
Got them rice
So-
grains.
For the sake, again, for my own fucking sanity, Regan and Iblis, you wake up early in the morning, you continue traveling, and when you get outside of Regan's home, you see Lucian sitting on the stoop with everybody else waiting.
Yo.
Hey,
Hey guys,
Phantom Steed.
teleportation,
Oh,
finger guns.
You stole some rice.
We were invited to breakfast. I think.
make breakfast.
A
But
meal.
I tell her that I ate all the cereal grains.
So right now we have 24 hours left to get to the barrier, right?
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was really
You
hoping
guys
that we
know
would
where
rest.
Qui is, or am I gonna have to track her down?
I don't know,
well,
you said
there is a
it was over
raging
here.
battle happening right outside of the home, probably about 2 miles north of it.
And I can talk to the resistance people here and know exactly where the camp is.
That's okay. Bridge burners.
So
Just
what's our-
walking down there?
What was our objective here again? Get Nobu's items?
No, soul is used. There's a weapon that will kill. We could use the soul to kill Leo. That's all that really matters.
Okay, so we need to get to Nobu's soul?
We have it.
Okay. So we're
The
leaving.
soul is fractured. We are putting it back together.
Okay,
attempting
there
to.
you go. Alright.
Attempting to. Let's
Yes.
not
Hey,
mix
let us
words.
dream.
Just tell me where you want me to do your thing.
So, you all travel across the front lines, and you do see the large medic tent set up where Akui would be. You march through the lines itself, and you're being pushed and shoved against by all of the military in this region. Most of the party has no actual military experience. Gabby, Reese, Iblis, you know how to move through the crowd easily. Imperial, Reagan, Lucian, you're getting knocked over constantly by people
I am
much
riding
bigger.
a saber-toothed tiger. No one is knocking me over.
I mean, they are knocking into you, but...
That's right.
Come on,
just...
I'm a little bit quicker than that.
So this army that we're visiting is a pretty disorganized one at that, because they're just like a clump of men walking about. They're not in
Well,
formations.
no, they are in formations. They are running. You are right on the front lines.
Oh, they're retreating. Is that what you're saying?
No, they are running towards the front
The
lines.
front line. Okay.
You all
All
are
right.
right on top of where the action is. You are in a medic field. This is where the action is.
Okay.
They're trying to survive. But anyways, you all walk over to the tent, opening it up, and moving inside. You see all of the Akui enchanters, all of the Akui healers in here, assisting individuals, healing them, keeping them afloat. You all see the horrific sights of battlement that it has transpired through this region. People partially dismembered, people clearly dead, just left to sit inside of the cot until they need space for another person to be laid down. Just a constant state and wave of fighting and never ending.
Imperial is trying to hold back a smile. I might not be welcome here, actually.
You can disguise self, can't you?
Against the god.
Putting on my Explorer Morin hat.
Can we just fucking homebrew it that it's not actually a top hat, that's a fedora?
Oh no, it just disappears when you put it on.
It can look like whatever you want it to.
Yeah, it's just her hair.
It could be a birthday
No,
hat.
just like at its base form, it is just a fedora.
Alright, Reagan's looking through the crowd to see if she can find
Akui,
Akui.
ready?
I mean, she's a goddess.
Oh, we
Yes,
saw her.
but you would have to know what her humanoid form appears as. Roll me a perception check, Reagan.
And I also.
Guidance.
Fuck.
Who?
Do Reagan because I said it before she rolled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a d4, Reagan.
That's gonna help much.
12. Okay.
You
Imperial.
rounded it up.
As Reagan walks over to somebody and starts going, hi, Akui, are you have blue hair? Are you Akui? You kind of just pull Reagan's arm over towards the back, where you see that there is a table that has an individual's limb being reattached to their body, and the goddess
Surgeon.
of healing is waving her hands as threads are tying the limb back together, and the digits are already starting to move.
Yo.
What do you want?
Oh,
I don't want anything from you, she does.
I gave Mika my answer.
Did we get an answer?
Mika
Rest of
didn't
us-
give us an answer.
The natural order of how things go. You die, you are dead.
Well, also, the natural order of things is about to come to an end.
Yes, I heard of these apocalypse. Very unfortunate that my siblings are still wishing to fight instead of ending all of this. However, my job is to make sure that the least amount of people have to suffer.
ending the
Everyone
war.
is going to suffer.
Always think that you are the most important thing. You always think that what you're doing is the most important thing. It isn't.
Ensuring the survival of the entire realm?
No, not wanting to suffer. You think that if I brought him back, that he would be useful to you in some regard? now,
just think.
his
I
body
know.
will be ruined. His spirit in shambles, and his mind conflicting with everything that he has peered into from all of this time. He has not been in one place, he has been in many. And if we bring him back, he will not fight. He'll be a little more than a husk until he can recover, and who knows how long that'll be.
I'm gonna walk up at this point. Look, we're not trying to bring him back. Not exactly. His soul is... An object was used to bring his soul back together at one point. And that object has the ability to end this war. We need that object. We want our friend back, of course, but that is a side mission. That is not the main objective here. If you can get us that object or any form of that object with a soul we have here, and we're just gonna pull out Nobu's fractured 5-piece soul, that will end this war and stop suffering, stop all problems, and we can deal with the real apocalypse at hand.
Roll persuasion, Iblis.
Why am I always like?
Cause you're the one talking.
Damn it! I'm
Can
the
I
worst
give
at this.
inspiration?
Sure.
I use my speech inspiration at the beginning. God, I should have played my card.
You have a D10.
It's a little late for guidance.
Advantage.
That's a whole touch your shoulder. It'll be
17 RD10. 27.
Wow.
That is some fire ass lute playing.
continue
Liar,
begging her.
actually.
Oh, liar! I remember it started with an L.
Begging.
You
What?
continue to beg her to help you. And she continues doing her job, helping everybody else. And looks at you and then looks at the body. Explain. Full details. Every single aspect. I don't want any of this miscommunication or vile use of different wordings that you're kind of known for. We need directness, abruptness. Now.
All right.
I like her.
Nobu was killed in battle, and we were not able to cast Revivify within a minute, so we had to cast Resurrection. The only diamond we had worth sufficient quantity was the Godslayer weapon, Diamond Dagger. And after that point, Nobu seemed to have the ability to outright kill
A
devils.
Rakshasa.
He stabbed a Rakshasa and it didn't disappear. It remained dead. So we think that some aspect of the Godslayer weapon bonded to his soul.
You sacrifice the most valuable weapon this world has created. Bring back a friend.
Friends are important.
Yes.
And you
A good
wish...
friend.
I don't know if I'm capable of doing this. At least not by myself.
Abby?
We have to do the opposite of bringing him back. We have to deconstruct what he is. Back into... It's nothing that I've ever performed. Or
I've disintegrated
theorized.
before.
It's not disintegrating, it is reversal.
Fair enough.
My magic has no basis of deconstruction or elimination. It is all about healing. May be possible, but it's going to be very dangerous and very difficult. But know that if I do this, I can't promise his soul will be feasible in. There will be no other possibility to... Not myself, not Vida.
Well, at this point, there's only a slim possibility to bring him back at all. He made too many deals with too many people. That was his choice.
The sacrifice is yours to make, not mine. Are you willing to lose him forever?
Justify the means. She's gonna hand her the soul.
I'm not saying this is a good option, but it is the logical one.
Imperial is currently like turned around at this point, and he's just kind of tapping his staff into the ground. Well, now you've done it. You've made me anxious. I don't like this.
Did any part of his soul remain? Even if it just existed?
Oh, no. This is a tampering of magic that doesn't exist. This is a form of necromancy that is incredibly close to my abjuration, but... Oh, no.
Sorry to be the party people, but
Don't.
the clock is ticking.
Don't. Reese. Don't. You don't understand any part of this.
Very well.
I am not a very sentimental creature. But I do have a heart. And I don't like what she just said. And I understand this is a literal end of the world situation.
Wu, when we brought him back, made an oath that he was going to end this war. This is our best opportunity to end this war. He was my friend, my closest friend. I'm going to say, looking away from Gabby. And this isn't an easy choice for anyone. But Lucian's right. The logical decision is to give this over. And I'm not going to put all our fate on one person. If anyone could, what would Nobu do in this situation? Think of it that way.
He'd try to make a deal.
How's that drink?
Yes, he would.
I'm torn. Because I was fighting for a chance to have a life after this with him. But to have that chance, it feels like I have to give him up. So
Hey,
either
Queen.
way,
Would it help if you had the power of two gods to do this?
It would help with the... But as for the laws, I don't know.
All right. Give me a minute, guys. I'll be back. I'm going to step out of the tent. Just walk off a ways, and I'm going to try and contact Sune.
Are you using your intervention?
I'm using the favor that she said she'd owe me.
There's a tiny speck in the sky that brightens. She seems to be paying attention.
I need your help now the more than ever. Not just me, but all of my friends too in this entire plane. I know you've had your stake in this since the beginning and you've watched over me, but right now we're having to choose between one of our friends and the entire plane of existence, and it's tough. It really is, and I can see that in all of my friends' faces. I didn't know Nobu for that long, but for what I did know him, I enjoyed spending time with him. We have one of the gods of this plane that would be able to help us a little bit, but I think if you were able to help her, we'd have a better chance of making this happen. So I'd really like to call in my favor on this specific ordeal.
So, as you say that, you feel a warmth around you. And you feel your body becomes heavier almost immediately. It can help. But I need this. Just a few moments.
Of course, and I'll just give in to it.
Everybody in the tent. You notice Gabby's divine light stepping into the area. Her hair has grown down to around her waist. Her eyes jaw-droppingly golden and green. And as she begins walking, you see a shadow or a being of light encompassing, walking through. Her hair flowing as if there is a constant breeze. Just a kind smile. Akui immediately discerns, bows. Reese, with the time you've spent in the heavens, you recognize the presence of a true god in its avatar form.
I bow.
Gabby, is this...
Gabby is not here. You hear her voice echoing of Gabby's. We'll be back. I need to
Killing.
focus. She walks through everything, and Reagan, the entire instinct in your body is to run from this being of light.
But no matter what, I'm staying for Nobu.
She looks over at the body. Someone so beautiful has to be taken away. She leans down over top of Nobu and kisses his forehead. You watch as his body begins sparkling like glitter. I will reshape him into someone eventually. But the power that brought him back we have to pick a different form for that as well.
An arrow.
He looks over at you. Aside from Gabby, Iblis, you've never had somebody look at you with pure love. Narrow. She steps away from the body and you watch as it begins crystallizing, turning into that diamond shape. She begins walking over to you, Reagan. Sacrifice of a soul. It's difficult. But I wish to offer you something else.
What
Take
is
it. And take them. She will be safe. You come out of this.
What? I'm sorry.
Child. Keep her safe while you finish what you have.
Please. It's the only thing I'd had left of him.
She raises her hands to either side of your face. Just leans her lips against your face. And as much as it burns your body, stick with it. Even if you perish, she will know more love than this plane has ever. That I swear.
If she turns into anything like Abby.
Be
Then-
whatever she wishes to be.
No, I mean just the kindness of her heart.
That is something I can't. Gabby is accepted.
She is.
I will do my. When she pulls away from you, you see the tiniest little spark in her hand. Too bright for anybody to look at. He looks over at Akui. These people want you to not to be. Remember why you have your powers in the first place. Akui has yet to lift her head from the ground. And as this light and halo separates from Gabby's body, the tiny spark leaving with her, sending up back towards the heavens. Gabby, you collapse to the. Watching the entire occasion, but feeling her presence enveloping you. It didn't feel overwhelming. It felt natural to you. And Iblis, you look at the table where there are 3 arrows. This is where we're going to take our break, everybody. Be right back.